Are we live? There we are. It's Ravens rebuild time again, ladies and gentlemen. Hi Mullet, shout out. Um, I haven't really skipped the head per se. I fixed the team depth chart. I'm really wanting to move this series quicker, and streams might still be pretty long, which means the videos are going to be long. But I can't take 7 hours to do one season. I gotta go faster than that, or I'm literally never going to get through this. So, uh, there was our offense. Here's our defense. It's set up properly. We have zero cap space currently. We may have cap space in the offseason. Don't really know, to be honest with you right now. We signed Quentin Nelson. As a recap to last episode, we also signed Dexter Lawrence, and we drafted Mr. Mobley here, who's our third linebacker. He is really just a run stopper at this point, not much of a pass cover guy. And at 6'1", 255, you kind of expect that. But was a decent pick. Was our only draft pick. We traded all of our picks for depth players so we could fill out our roster and have just enough cap space left over to not be in the penalty. So, decent job by me, but our team is looking good. Our defense at an 80 seems a little low, honestly. Like this all adds up to be an 80 defense. I get the linebackers aren't super high, and Clark isn't high at strong safety either, but a 96 overall corner, an 88 corner, an 86 corner, two 80 plus edge rushers, an 85 safety. I don't know. Seems like it should be higher. The offense at an 87. Honestly, seems like it should be a little lower. Obviously, Lamar Jackson at a 97 brings that up a bit. Offensive line with Quentin Nelson at a 99 and Ronnie Stanley at a 95. I guess that makes more sense. So, but we got Hollywood Brown at an X Factor, as well as Lamar Jackson. Bateman and Duvernay are superstars. On our defensive line, Thibodeau and Owe are both superstars. Lawrence and Matabuke, star. We're trending up in terms of development. Patrick Queen at superstar. Bringing in Quentin Nelson should help a lot with Lamar Jackson and J.K. Dobbins' numbers. And Lamar's already led the league in passing yards once. So this should be a pretty good season. Let's get through preseason as quick as possible here. Quick as possible. Speed. It's all about speed. Lightning McQueen. I am speed. Oh, we just won a game 66-0 against the Packers. We might have to hold up a little bit. We might just have to hold up. I know I was saying speed, 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 but we're going to slow it down. And we're going to see how we won 66-0 over the Green Bay Packers. Lamar Jackson, 261 yards and 3 touchdowns in a preseason game. He threw 23 times. And then De'Aaron King threw for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 46 yards, 3 touchdowns. Gus Edwards a touchdown. Tyson Williams a touchdown. Rashad Bateman a big game. This was a preseason game. Our 290 overall lineman gave up a sack. We had no sacks. We had no picks. We only had 1 field goal. How the heck did we win 66-0? No kickoff return touchdown. Huh? Oh, Colin Kaepernick threw 3 interceptions. Oh, Jordan Love is the 3rd string quarterback in Green Bay. Even in year 3, Colin Kaepernick is a higher overall than Jordan Love. And then they also drafted Brady Chandler to replace Aaron Rodgers, so... Even in year 3, man. And he's throwing 3 picks. Oh, boy. Was it interception returns for touchdowns, then? I mean, that's 4... Well, that's 9 touchdowns, actually. 4 passing and 5 rushing. I guess that's how we got our points. Okay, yeah. Oh boy. I should go through teams also when we get to the regular season just to look at quarterbacks, I feel like. Get a quarterback reset of who all is in the league where exactly. I was saying speed, 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 and then I saw 66 nothing and I had ideas. So. Oh good, Tom Brady's a free agent. Well, you know. No, that doesn't make sense. Actually, no. Teams must not be able to afford him right now. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not surprised. I mean, I've seen it happen, so I'm not surprised. But why does he have a 5-year captain badge? Literally in his second year. Shi Smith I liked as a prospect 3 years ago at this point. Let's go with Gerald Gaddis. Bad route runner. Trey McKitty, another guy I liked a couple years ago. He's not that much younger, so we'll go with Trey. No, not the active roster. Not like we have the money to sign him anyway. Any 60 overall lineman? Well, right off the bat, we got Zamir Lowry. 60 overall lineman equals backup next year in my book. Oh my goodness. We're going to load up on backup linemen, see if any of them make it through the season. Oh boy. Should I draw attention to what his name was? Part of me feels like I should, and part of me feels like I should not. I don't know. Malcolm Kuntz didn't quite replace Khalil Mack, did he? Not quite. Malik Warmack. Oh, we've already used all our practice squad spots on all those linemen. Okay. Joseph Osai, bro, for only $1 million. I wish we had room for him on the active roster. Don't right now. All these guys that just haven't developed at the bottom of rosters. From, oh, okay, Tyson Campbell. I mean, he hasn't developed a ton, but he's developed at least up to a 74. I'd love to have him on the team, too. Somebody will sign him. He's good enough to get signed, so. Alright. There's a lot going on so far, I feel like. Let's get into this regular season. See, about a 9-minute oh my goodness, all our practice squad players got signed. I was gonna say about a 9-minute intro is a lot better than like a 2-hour intro, I feel like, but we're not quite done because we got to re-sign our practice squad. Yeah, getting Quentin Nelson and DeMarcus Lawrence, by the way, completely worth not having cap space. Completely worth it. And we have 8 practice squad players to sign. Kelvin Joseph also. I mean, we're just going to sign the best guys and see if they fly through to the end of the season, I guess. We need depth. So there's a lot of corners here, but they're the best available players. Might as well. Might as well. Gonna have a lot of additional corners, potentially, if they don't get signed. Joseph Osai. Noah Famu. Was that 8? Ronnie Perkins as well. And now we've hit 60 overall, so what do I want of what's left? Nothing. Yeah, there's not even 100 players available, I don't think. A quarterback with 83 speed? Or 82 speed? I mean, really bad awareness numbers. But he's got some wheels. Not quite as agile as the top guy, but acceleration's a bit better. See how these two guys compare to each other for throwing. This guy's got a better arm and better accuracies, except for deep. We'll go with Owen Meadows. Compete to make our team next year, maybe. Why did I do that? Wrong button. There we go. Tom Brady remains in free agency, so I'm guessing teams just don't have enough money to sign him. Oh my goodness, Michael Carter. How? Who all did the Jets add at running back to be able to afford to practice squad Michael Carter in year 3? Don't get that one at all. These linebackers should be on team. This is what happens when I don't know what all happens. There's Damon Arnett. I want to do a Raiders rebuild next, and I want to do it probably after the regular season's over. But man, that's an organization with some problems going on right now, let me tell you. If you didn't know. John Gruden, Henry Ruggs, Damon Arnett. Varying levels of wrongdoings. Henry Ruggs tops the list for what happened with him, but none of the 3 really people you want to have around your organization anymore, so I think they need to start over. I'm going to make a tangent on the current Raiders as we're 3 years into the future with the Ravens. We're going to just take a little tangent. Mike Mayock probably needs to be let go. I honestly think he's got to go now too. You just can't have the same... You can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. You got to start over, I think, if you're the Raiders again, which stinks, but they've been okay this year. I know they just lost. They lost this week, right? Who'd they play? I think they need to start over at QB as well. I like Carr. Carr to me is a guy that you can still get some pretty good value for as well if you trade him this offseason. A team like Denver or maybe Washington or Pittsburgh. Team that's going to be looking for their next QB and maybe doesn't want to draft a rookie. I'm trying to see quickly who the Raiders played this week. As quick as I can. They lost to the Giants, bro. See, these are the reasons why I don't write off Daniel Jones, by the way. Because he'll win games against good teams sometimes. And then other games he just looks completely incompetent. But also, he plays without Saquon 90% of the time. And the Giants don't have an offensive line. So, I don't know how you're supposed to make a real evaluation on Daniel Jones, to be honest. I don't know how. How does one do that? I have no idea. I might start skipping these stories as well. It takes, the 10 seconds it's going to take to load this cutscene. And the music also is weird. Let's go offense. I know passing. We're a passing team, even though we're the Ravens. Lamar led the league in passing yards, so. And I think we're ready to get going. I guess we can show the team one last time. Oh, I also need to check our contracts and see who we're going to have to negotiate with. Kevin Zeitler, this is probably the last year of him being here. I need those 2-star linemen to develop pretty well. I think this is also Duvernay's contract year. It stinks because he is a superstar, but we're probably going to have to let him walk. I don't really want to trade him. I feel like we need him for this season, but I also think we're going to have to let him walk in free agency. So, and then defense, I think Matabuke and Queen are going to be free agents, and I think Peters again. Need those edge players to keep developing, and Patrick Queen. I want to re-sign Queen. Don't know if Matabuke will be a priority as our number 2 defensive tackle now behind Lawrence. That's kind of a replaceable position now, I feel like, since we got an upgrade as the DT1. But he's only going to be 26. If we can sign him for like 3 years maybe, and he doesn't want like a big 5-year deal. Same with Duvernay. If we can get him for like a 3-year deal, it's kind of inexpensive maybe. I don't know. We got kind of an interesting practice squad going on here. I'm sure some of those guys are going to get signed. So, but yeah, man, it's Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, Hollywood Brown, Ronnie Stanley, Quentin Nelson on offense. A pretty solid defense with young edge players. Speed, middle linebacker. Kind of an aging secondary, yeah. Marlon Humphrey's still mid-20s. I don't know if I'd classify him in late 20s. He might be 27, I think, at this point. Or 28, maybe. Anyway, let's get going. This is Season 3, 2023. Our first game is against the Cleveland Browns, who beat us in the playoffs in the last... Was that the last part? Or was that 2 parts ago at this point? Can't remember. We beat them, though, 45-17. We've got players returning from injury, even though they're not really hurt. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more of our practice squad players got signed. So a lot to do. A lot to do this week after a 45-17 win. I feel like I'm playing head coach, man. I'm gonna have to do another franchise where I just fly through it, honestly. I can't mess with these like cutscenes and stuff all the time. I'm pretty sure it'll give you the XP and staff points even if you sim. So even if I didn't open that, I'm pretty sure I would still get the rewards from it. And like weekly award, like I gotta go sim a full season by season. I can't be doing this in every single franchise if I'm ever gonna stream other franchises. Like, I get that this is a long-term 30 years of Ravens rebuild that I want to do. But at the same time, I can't do everything. I can't go this in-depth, you know? But I like to, you know? It's just, it takes so long, and it's so long on the stream. Are we gonna challenge or praise? I think we're going to... praise. Put on a show, man. I believe. 150 yards against the Colts, that's doable. It's doable. I can't remember, have I had Bateman in the slot in previous years? I think I have, right? I've got Hollywood Brown in the slot this year, so I'm guessing he's going to have a huge monster season. And the other receivers may not do as much. That's okay. I mean, Hollywood Brown is an X factor. I want him to get the majority of the catches. Or at least, you know, a lot of catches. He should be getting about 100 balls, I would say. Ugh, it's Trevor Penning. We upgrade the pass protector just because it's so low and he loses his scheme fit. So it's going to be harder to get his next upgrade. I want to work on physical for Marquise Brown because it's so low compared to everything else. But I also want to make him a scheme fit. And then Rashad Bateman, he finally became a scheme fit. And now he hits 80 overall. Pretty good. Yeah, like passing on Duvernay's contract is going to help me keep Bateman, I think. At least in theory it will. Money-wise. Gotta keep Queen. It's going to be a tough off-season. I'm not sure how much money we're really going to have. Like I mentioned, Zeitler should free up some. Is this Chuck Clark's last year? He might have another year. I'm not real sure. Need Sean Ryan. If Sean Ryan's going to stay at tackle, I need his pass protector to be going up. Or else he's going to move back to guard, probably. Tylan Wallace. Wish I could develop him more, but it's one of those Madden things where you're just not going to be able to develop everybody. He's the fourth receiver, so he's not going to play that much. And he's not going to get a lot of XP to develop, so unfortunate. Myron Cunningham, one of those linemen that we traded for, just to fill out our roster. Don't know if he'll be back. If the cap hit's too expensive, I might trade him for a pick. Working on Power Rush with Dexter. I wonder if somebody signed Tom Brady or not. Scouting is on auto. That is one thing I know I can't do quickly, so we're just going to do that on auto. And then we have, once again, practice squad players to sign. Tom Brady is still in free agency. That's wild. Absolutely wild. He's the number 10 ranked quarterback still, and he's just chilling. Crazy. Well, some interesting practice squad players again. Mike Harley, a receiver, becomes available. Ben Petrula, O-lineman. Jameer Johnson, O-lineman. And then back down to 60s. They're all linemen. All of them are linemen. Wow. Literally linemen and quarterbacks. That's all that's available. Let's go with the 89 strength Amari Wall. And do I have another spot? I do. Sort by awareness. Pick up Quan Kennedy. 59. And that'll be all for now. Okay. Okay. We'll keep it going then. Actually, like I said, wait. We need to look at our contracts. I'm sorry. I keep getting ahead of myself, and I want to do it quicker. We have no cap penalty for next year, which is good. We have 4.3 this year, which hurts. But we got Lamar under contract already. Dobbins is also going to need a contract. Gonna have to let Gus Edwards go. Just not going to be able to keep him. That'll be $5.5 million off the books. Gave Williams way too much money for 5 years. It says 6, but that's because he was on a 1-year deal. Ricard. I like to have a fullback, man, but we could save over $2 million if we just draft one. Might have to do that. Already re-signed Brown. Duvernay, I think we're going to have to let go. It stinks, but I don't think we can pay him what he's going to be asking for. Already have Andrews locked up for 3 more years. Stanley for 3 more. What's the cap hit on these backup linemen? Not too bad on Cunningham. Hainsey 1.3 is not too bad. Quentin Nelson, massive contract. Johnson still for 3 years. Zeitler. That's where we're going to get $10 million from, so that's... It's going to be nice to have that $10 million, but it's going to have to be invested into a 5th offensive lineman. unless we want to try and draft one. At this point on, the draft is like, it's a total guess for me because I'm going to have no idea who's good and who's not. Just no clue other than the basic info it's going to give me. So, 3 years on Ryan as well. 2 years on Owe. 3 years on Thibodeau. 6 on Lawrence. We just signed him. And like I said, Matabuke is only 25. I'd like to keep him if we can, but I think he's going to be probably a little too expensive to keep. And I don't want to go crazy keeping our own guys when I know we're close to the cap. Malik Harrison as well. I don't think we're going to be able to keep him either. Hasn't developed super well so far. He is incredibly close to another upgrade. He's 14 XP away. Still normal dev. 74 run stoppers is best. Coverage is just below that. He's a below average starting caliber left outside linebacker. So we could probably upgrade there even and not have to pay a ton. So we could try to do that. Patrick Queen does need a new contract. He's going to get a 7-year deal. X Factor. He's only going to be 25 at the end of the year. He's getting 7 years. Mobley just drafted. Once again, Marcus Peters will be a free agent. We've already signed him to 1-year deals twice, I want to say. Maybe just once. Callahan was a 1-year rental. Anthony Brown we signed a 2-year deal 2 years ago, didn't we? I guess it was just a 1 year this year for $2.5 million. Won't be wanting him back just because we don't need that fourth corner really that badly. So that'll save $2.5 million. Elliott's contract is great. Paying safeties in this game is kind of easy to do. Clark, I don't think we can bring him back. He's going to start to regress already. He's only normal dev. Even though he won't be super expensive, I think we can get somebody younger that's about as good. And Justin Tucker even. 90 overall kicker. We're going to have to make a decision there. I want to keep him for the sake of keeping Justin Tucker on the Baltimore Ravens. But if we have to pay him $6 million, again, I don't know. I don't know if we can do that. And we've been keeping Sam Cook around too. He's 41 now. So yeah, I'd like to keep Justin Tucker his entire Ravens career, or to be a career Raven, I should say. It's gonna be tough. It really is. It's gonna be a long season, man. Let's keep going. Keep going. Speed, speed, speed. I am speed. Speed rebuilds. We're almost half an hour in already. Speed. Come on. We've simmed one regular season game. We won. We beat the Colts, and we lost five more practice squad players. I'm not looking at anything to do with the draft right now. Nothing to do. We'll look at that literally draft week, and not before. Come on. Maybe I should end. I don't know. I'm thinking. Bateman didn't have 150 yards, but we gotta win. It's fine, dude. You're a superstar player. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see Patrick Queen. Let's get this out of the way. And J.K. Dobbins. Jeez. And neither of them are ready to negotiate. Dobbins in week 5. Queen in week 7. Okay, I should probably be looking at what these guys want. Justin Tucker wants $5 million again. Oh, I wish he wanted a little less. We could maybe use the franchise for him and let Ricard walk. I don't know. Callahan, no. Dobbins wants only about $5 million. That's perfect. Peters, no. We'll let him test. Ricard, can't pay fullback $5 million when we're up against the cap like we are. Patrick Queen, that is super cheap. Superstar middle linebacker. He's only 24. We're going to get a bargain on him, even if he goes up another point or two. Not between now and week 7. $6 million for Matabuke. I mean, that's the same price for Patrick Queen, bro. I'll give him maybe a 4-year deal. Gus Edwards, I can't do it. He's going to start regressing. Can't do it. Chuck Clark, same deal. He's cheap, but he's going to be a backup next year, preferably if we did bring him back. So don't need that. Kevin Zeitler going to regress? No. That's all Duvernay wants. But we can't negotiate with him until week 13, so he's going to be better than a 77. Right now, yeah, I'd give him a 7-year deal on that money. But by week 13, I don't know. He's going to want more. Brown, no. Cook, no. We'll let him test. Malik Harrison. I know, like, I'm not great at math, and I know that's not... Like, Patrick Queen does want more than Malik Harrison per year. At 4 years, 19. Here's 3 years, 19. But the fact that it's that close between those two is wild to me. Patrick Queen, he's a better all-around player. Not by a ton, but he is better. He's a year younger, and he's 2 development traits higher. And they want within like a couple $1 million of each other per year. That's wild. Patrick Queen should be asking for like, I mean, upwards of 10 mil per year. And maybe by week 7 it'll be that high. I don't know. And Bradley and I is just depth, so no. So yeah, we've got guys to re-sign, and I don't know how much cap space we have. It may just be a guessing game. We might even go over the salary cap next year. I don't know. It might have to be done. But for now, upgrades. OA. Let's go with a speed rush here. True 82 overall. 2 finesse moves. He hits 70 finesse. He's the 14th ranked left end. Of course, when we first took over, we transitioned immediately to a 4-3 defense and moved him to defensive end from outside linebacker. I think that was a good change. Going to the 4-3 at this point, I think that was a good change. Haven't had playoff success yet. I know that much. Let's go with a power here from Zion Johnson. A strength upgrade, okay. And Marlon Humphrey, one of the best corners in the league. Number 4 right now. We'll go with zone. Changed it back to number 29. It just looks better than 44. Sorry to the 44 enthusiasts out there, you know. Alright, go fast. Oh, nope. Don't go fast yet. Hold on, slow it down. Sign some practice squad free agents again. Brady continues to just sit, man. Weird. Devon Grubbs, maybe a backup safety of the future for us. And then we got these terrible linemen. I mean, 79 strength, bro. Really? This guy at least is 88. It's like I don't even want to sign these guys. 86 strength. His name might as well be 86 strength because that's all I know him by. It's kind of sad, but it's kind of true as well. Harold Hancock, 58 overall. Alright. We're out of spots again. We can negotiate with Dobbins in week 5, I think, so 2 more weeks for that. Alright. Let's see our practice squad players get signed some more. Yep. Oh my goodness. 5 more of them. Jeez, dude. They can't last a week. They can't. It's impossible. 1 upgrade, it's Kayvon Thibodeau. And he's just now going to an 80 as a superstar. I feel like he could have had 80 overall coming out of the draft, and he was only like a 77 or 78 maybe. We'll go speed rusher. He's a true 80 overall now, with that +1. I guess the TMP stands for temporary. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why it's called temporary boost. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, we lost, by the way. Lost to the Bengals. Great. I think we've lost to them at least once every season so far. Fantastic. I mean, oh my goodness. Alarm clock, bro. Jeez. I can't even read because of the alarm clock and then the music. I'm trying to focus. I mean, we could strive for balance, but we're using Chiefs playbook, so, you know. It's working, why stop? Coming off of a loss. Why would you say that? It's working, why stop? Well, because it didn't work. Maybe that's why. Bengals are 3-0, so the Bengals don't stink this year, like they did last year, okay. Joe Burrow's got it together. Wrong button. Tom Brady's still in free agency, top 10 quarterback, actively in the game. Jalen Darden just appears into free agency. The Bucks cut ties with a receiver they haven't developed. And a fullback, Joe Pearson. This could be our fullback of the future. I don't really want it to be, but it could be. And then we got some more bad offensive linemen. We got Jack Wohlabaugh out of Duke. Get him on the team. 87 strength. Harold Hancock has returned to us. I don't want to sign these guys. I keep skipping these two because their strength is so low. I definitely don't want a guard that has only 79 strength. That sounds like a terrible idea. This guy at least has 82. It's not good, but it's not the worst. Do I have any more spots? Am I full now? I'm full. Okay. Don't like re-signing these practice squad guys over and over every week. But I guess I should just have a full practice squad. Alright, go fast, go fast, go, go, go. I'm speed, go, 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 go. Sim, 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 sim. Moving, we're moving, we're moving. We're losing. We're moving and losing. And we lost all of our practice squad players again. Why is this happening, man? Shambles. Hanabuke. Flashbacks to Haloti Nada once again. Dude, I can't say it. I can't speak for one. And every time I've tried to bring up Haloti Nada, I've stuttered or something weird with my sentence. I can't talk about Haloti Nada, bro. I can't do it. It's literally impossible for me. Haloti Nada. Flashbacks of when he was on the Baltimore Ravens and wore number 92. There. That's all I wanted to say. And I couldn't say it. I couldn't do it. It took a second attempt. It's okay. Right? Yeah, bro, we didn't get it done. Stuff out there. See, like, there was no point in seeing that cutscene. It doesn't need to exist. There's literally no point. We didn't lose morale. We didn't gain XP. Nothing happens. Just to look at Lamar for 2 seconds. It took longer to load than it took me to get through that cutscene. Pass. Pass the ball. We're going to go fast. We're going to pass. Pass and fast. Fast, pass. At Kings Island, we're going fast through the roller coaster rides as fast as possible. We're zooming. I don't know what I'm saying. So, okay, we can find out how much cap we actually have to spend. Please be like 50 million, bro. Oh my gosh, it is! Okay, Dobbins, you're getting 7 years. Hope you like this. If not, we'll go with the money. This is $6 million per year for J.K. Dobbins. He accepts. Great contract for us. He gets a 7-year deal. Kind of a win-win, although he'd probably want more money in real life. I know he's the best kicker of all time, man, but 5 million for a kicker. 5.1. Bonus was good. Okay, bro. You're getting franchise tag. Okay. So next time, check in week 7. Gotta go fast, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 speed, speed, speed. Sim, 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 gotta go fast. But first. If I had $1 for every time I said but first in this franchise alone. Gotta sign our practice squad players. Melon Fonwu's back. And he'll be signed this week probably, but he's back for this week. Ryan Vandemark is here. He only has 76 strength. What is this? Maybe he can be my fullback of the future. Artavius Brooks. He's on the squad, man. How about these quarterbacks' throw power? Do we have any decent throw power, guys? '89, '86, '85. This guy's even kind of fast. This guy's kind of nice. Gerald Thomas. And this guy, Christopher Preston. Sign him too while we're at it. This is it. These are the only players left available that are practice squad eligible. It's down to 4 players. And we're just signing all the quarterbacks right now. Because I don't want these linemen. They have 80 or less strength, man. And they're only 60 overall barely. Like, I don't want that on my practice squad even. Get him out of here. Alright, gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Where's advance? Sim, go fast. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Simmon. Let's go, here we go, fast. Fast, fast, fast. I am speed. We beat the Patriots, let's go. Lost a bunch of practice squad players, alright. I'm just gonna stop signing them one of these weeks, man. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. Oh, man. Alright, here's the man. Lamar Jackson with an upgrade. I still want his throw power to go up. It's at 92. His accuracies are all good. He's incredible throwing on the run. He's the number 2 ranked QB. I just want his throw power to go up. The easiest way to do that is with strong arm, so. Throw power, come on. 3 mid? I mean, yeah, 3 mid's cool, but I want throw power. He's going to be able to hit medium passes in his sleep. 98 accuracy right now with morale. Beast. He's a beast. Oh, we got a weekly award as well. And we won this game, which means XP. Gotta go fast. Come on, load. Speed. Who made that happen? I don't know. I didn't see the stats. Receivers, I guess. Cool. For one game boost. Weekly award. Let's go. Speed. Fast. Lamar, 4 touchdowns. Lamar, go, Lamar. Fast. Come on, speed. I'm Lightning McQueen. I'm speed. Let's go. Let's answer these press conference questions. Let's get through these cutscenes. Go. Go. Alright. I'm done. Any fear? Smug. No, don't be smug. No fear. Go. Fast. It's just so slow, man. I don't care who you scout, bro. Scout everybody, please. Just scout everybody like 5% worth so we know absolutely nothing about anybody. No, I don't want the alarm clock. No. Why does it have to play these sounds? Why? And I know it's the beginning of a song, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want it, bro. gonna take a deep breath there. Tom Brady's still a free agent. It's wild, man. I don't know. I guess he's not getting signed this year. Nick Neiman becomes available. Sure, why not? And we are down to these crappy, no-strength offensive linemen. If nobody else wants them, we'll take them after, what, 6 weeks into the season. And those are the only players that are available, so even if we have a spot, we can't sign anybody else. Who is on a practice squad right now? Michael Carter. There's no way Michael Carter should be available in the practice squad. There's just no way, actually, to explain it. Just no way. No way, man. There's just no way. Alright, go. Speed, advance. Sim. Fast. Let's go. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Yay, we win. But we lost all our practice squad players. Oh no. Upgrade. Fast. Let's go. Why am I manually addressing Sam Cook's upgrade? I don't know. Why am I checking his ratings? Why does it matter? I don't know. Let's go power. Fast. Awareness only. Yay! Woo! Always it happens. Great. Jared Mobley. Let's go. Pass coverage. He needs to be able to cover. Let's go fast. Come on. Forward awareness and a man. Let's go. Sean Ryan. Pass coverage. Agile maybe? Agile? Pass coverage? Let's go agile. Fast. Come on, man. Let's go back. I don't want to see it. I don't want you to see the numbers. Let's go. Davian Taylor. Middle linebacker now. That's not his natural position, but now he's a scheme fit. Let's go. Fast. He can cover and he can run stop a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's go. Fast. It's 3:40 in the morning. It's only been an hour. I'm not sticking on track to how long I thought this would take. I thought it would take maybe like an hour to get through the whole season. It's gonna take longer than that, but that's okay. It's Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman's got an upgrade. Let's go route run. Always route run. Try to keep him a scheme fit. Fast. A fast scheme fit. Let's go. Let's go. Fast. Come on. Fast. Cold opponent. Alright, fast. Cutscene. Let's get through this cutscene. Come on. Let's go. That was pretty bad snapping on my part, I feel like. Can I snap anymore? Hello? There we go. Kevin Zeitler. Okay, yeah. XP. Okay, let's go. Practice squad. Oh, we gotta re-sign no, we already re-signed J.K. Dobbins, didn't we? Who did I say was week 7? Matabuke? I can't remember. Alright, let's slow down. Slow down for a minute. Slow down a bit. Patrick Queen, week 7. Okay. And he does want a little bit more than when I last looked, but it's still not bad at all. We can even go up to like 53 mil. I mean, that's barely over 7 million a year for Patrick Queen for 7 years. Yeah, it's worth. He's excited. All right. We got Dobbins and we got Patrick Queen, and we got them both for pretty inexpensive. So maybe we can keep Devin Duvernay. Maybe we can keep Justin Matabuke. It seems like we will be able to. Now, I offered Tucker more than he wants, but I took the bonus down a little bit, so I guess that's why he said no. And now he wants to go to free agency, so we're going to have to franchise tag Justin Tucker, which means Patrick Ricard's days are numbered. I don't think we can re-sign him for that kind of price. He's a good blocking fullback. I don't know how much that actually affects us or helps us out, you know? It's another guy that I want to play for the Ravens for his whole career. For $4.4 million, though, I mean, that's That's nearly as much as we're paying Deshaun Elliott, who's a starting safety. Like, I don't know, bro. Did we give Patrick Ricard this much? I guess. Okay, we did. So we're gonna franchise tag Justin Tucker. We got Queen and we got Dobbins for cheap, relatively speaking. I guess I want to re-sign Matabuke then, since we're gonna have some space, and I want to re-sign Duvernay as well. I don't think re-signing Malik Harrison's worth it, honestly. I think we can try to upgrade that spot, our number 2 linebacker. Alright, let's go fast. As we beat the Steelers, by the way, by 2 touchdowns. It's always good to see. Let's go. Tom Brady's still free agent. Tutu Atwell. Now on free agency, okay. Basically, all these players that got drafted in real life this year, they are now getting cut because they're not good enough, because they haven't developed 3 years into this franchise. Sad. And I keep putting them on the practice squad, and then teams keep signing them away, so. Like, Neiman. Do we still have... it doesn't matter. Fast. Let's go. Who the heck did the Buccaneers cut? Which receiver did I pick up from the Buccaneers? Can't remember, man. There goes Tutu and there goes Trey, the 2 guys we just signed. Gotta wait till week 9, do our upgrades. Week 9 for Matabuke. And we got some starters. And we got Robert Hainsey as well. Robert Hainsey, I think I'm sure I've already said this. Probably in the last 2 episodes both. But Robert Hainsey is like in the same position as Ben Cleveland for me. If and when he gets an opportunity to start and play a lot, I think he'll be a good guard. Or maybe even center for Hainsey, I don't know where they want to play him in Tampa, but if and when he gets on the field, I think he'll be a good player. And I feel the same way about Ben Cleveland and Baltimore in real life. It just wasn't going to work out, man. He's just not high enough to develop, honestly. That's why I traded him. Kennedy Brooks, I think he's our 4th running back because of Williams. And there's Tyson Williams. Right on cue. Let's go power. I hate doing an upgrade and their overall doesn't go up at all. It should automatically increase enough stats to upgrade a player's overall by 1, I think. I think that'd be a good idea, but they didn't ask me, so. Diablo, he's just a 1-year deal. I was going to say he could compete maybe to be our 3rd linebacker next year, but probably not. We'd have to re-sign him. I'd rather re-sign Harris. Sean Wade, his 2nd stint already with the Ravens after they traded him to New England in real life. And then I traded back for him before this season began. Do a run stop for OA. Gotta go fast. Let's go. Gotta go. And week 9 is our bye week. Okay, go. Did I already look at... I can't remember if I did. If it was this week or last week or 2 weeks ago. I've already looked at practice squad players available. Jalen... Oh, Darden. Okay, so somebody picked him up last week and then they cut him this week. Great. Then we got 2 more bad linemen. Scott Caldwell is the better of the 2. And do we have a spot for Daniels? We do. Okay. Gotta go fast. Got to go fast. Not going very fast. I'm going pretty slow. I'm sorry. We're 5-2, by the way. We beat the Cardinals. I didn't even mention the fact that we beat the Cardinals, and now we beat the Bengals as well. We're leading our division. We lose 3 more practice squad players. Darden among them. A weekly award. Oh, it's a major award. Once again for Lamar Jackson. No surprise there. Julian Love with the Broncos now, I saw him down there. Former Giant. Secondary player. Let's go bye week. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go fast, fast, fast. Kevin Zeitler, we're going to relax. It's not what I want to pick, but it's the better option. If you don't rest, you lose 7 morale and you only get 100 XP per player, so it's really just not worth it, in my opinion. Check practice squad players. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Fast, fast, fast. Tom Brady's still there, of course. Tutu Atwell and Trey Brown again are available, of course. It's going to be rotating the same couple players, isn't it? And Gaddis, who we'd signed. Oh, nope, 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 don't do that, don't do that. Can we get Gaddis as well? I think we lost 3 players. So yeah, it's literally just rotating the same players around. It's like the same teams are signing the same players from me and then releasing them the following week. It's going to be a mystery as to who all is on our practice squad. Excuse me, by the end of the year. Gonna advance, not doing our upgrades till next week because we got a bye week. There goes 2 more players. It's Trey Brown and probably Darden. We can negotiate with Manabuke. I forgot to do that last week. It's okay. Okay, Manabuke is up to wanting 7 mil per year. I'm thinking the full 5. I was gonna say 4, but I'm thinking 5. And let's go up to 35. I think that's pretty fair. 7 mil per year. And he's back. Alright. Just a 5-year for him. Mainly because he's only a star. Is there anybody else? Duvernay in week 13. He only wants a 2-year deal. But that's smart, honestly, on his part, because with his superstar development, in theory, he would be way better in 2 years, so he could make more money. But if I offer him a high enough contract of like 6 years, perhaps he will accept that. So we'll see. I think he's the last person I want to negotiate with at all. Like Malik Harrison, if he was like a 78 maybe. But I think we're going to have to look to upgrade him, unfortunately. I want Duvernay back. I don't really want to sign anybody else for the prices they're asking. So I don't have to come back until week 13. Mark that down. Write that down, write that down. Ooh. Patrick literally playing tic-tac-toe with himself. Write that down, Patrick, write that down. Ooh. That was the Sea Bear episode, by the way. I should really talk about SpongeBob more while I'm doing rebuilds. It would probably help me focus, honestly, because I could just kind of slip into my autopilot mode that I sometimes do when I play Madden. And I could talk about something besides Madden, so I really should talk about something else besides what exactly I'm doing. It might be a little distracting to watch. I don't know. I could talk about SpongeBob forever though, so I don't know if that's a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing, right? Yeah. It's not a bad thing. Right? Talk about Star Wars forever. I could rant about Star Wars forever. I love Star Wars. But they're really not wrong when they say Star Wars has the most toxic fan base of anything around. I honestly think, I don't know, it depends on what you define to be toxic, because like Game of Thrones rightfully turned on Game of Thrones, right? Like the fan base of Game of Thrones loved it, everything Game of Thrones for 7 years, or 7 seasons, and then the 8th season was crap, and nobody liked it, and they rushed it, and they knew they rushed it, and everybody knew they rushed it, and they said they rushed it to get to guess what? To their Star Wars movie, and it was so bad that Star Wars was like, no thanks. next, and they got new directors, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that. All right, we're moving on. Go, 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 fast, fast, fast. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I don't know. I don't know what I'll talk about. Um, I mean, I talk about real football probably a lot. We beat the Vikings, by the way, 41-20. And we lose Jalen Darden again. It would be fun to have these players actually on the roster next year, so I wish teams would actually let us have some of them. As Quentin Nelson could hit 99 here if we want him to. 98 strength. He's the #1 left guard in the league. Big time free agent acquisition is now a 99 overall, a 99 club member with this upgrade. I'm not going to worry about him not being a scheme fit when he's a 99 overall. No way. 99 awareness. 65 speed almost seems too low for Quentin Nelson, doesn't it? I mean, the way he gets out and pulls and gets in front of Jonathan Taylor sometimes is really freaky looking, and I feel like he should have faster speed than that. Not like a ton faster, but I mean 65 is very slow. I don't know, man. There's not a single practice squad player available. Alright, we've hit our peak here for our bottom for practice squad players. And we're ready to advance. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 49ers. And we lost 48-20. Sheesh. Now we play the Chiefs. Yikes, man. Yikes. Zoinks. Jinkies. What did Fred say? We're gonna be confident. Not insult the Chiefs. Yeah, let's just insult Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes sucks. He's not even a top 30 quarterback in today's NFL. He's literally the only quarterback higher than ours, so probably shouldn't insult him. Yeah, let's go for the sacks goal. Let's get Owe and Thibodeau getting like 3 sacks each. You know, that'd be cool. 3 sacks each. Hey, you know, it's a lofty goal, but you never know what could happen. I didn't think we'd lose to the 49ers, and look what happened, so anything's possible. That's sad. Anyway. Did we already look through practice squad players this week? I don't think so. We've hit the hour mark, by the way. We're over an hour into the stream. And look who's available. It's Jalen Darden. Wow. That's crazy. Who would have thought he'd be available? I can't believe. Now here's a new guy, DeMarco Jackson, a linebacker. That's actually pretty solid, huh? Not like amazing or good, really, even, but you know, 65s across the board isn't bad. I'm sure he'll be signed next week, so it doesn't really matter. But you know, it is what it is. Let's see if we can go on the road to Kansas City and get a win. We can't. We've given up 40 plus points the last 2 games. That's kind of bad. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that either. Upgrade practice squad players. Negotiate with Duvernay. And then fast. That's our schedule. Let's go receiving back for JK. I think right now in the real NFL he's higher than a 75 for receiving. I know he's injured this year, but 75 receiving only? Let's go with a physical for Rashad Bateman. Thibodeau, however you want to say it. I'm not sure if it's Thibodeau or Thibodeau, to be honest with you. I'm guessing it's Thibodeau. if we're getting real about it. But I don't know for sure. Keep in mind, this franchise is without any XP slider boosters either. It's just the completely default XP sliders. I did not touch it. Everything is at 100% out of a possible 300% that it could go up to. Let's go agile, man. Zion Johnson's overall is not increasing at all. I've been making him more balanced, but it's not actually making him overall any better. So Trevor Penning, he's got his scheme fit back. He's just so bad, man. If he's a 60 overall, or I'll say it this way, if he's lower than a 60 overall in next year's Madden at launch, I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something. Write that down. Remember that. I'll do something. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing something. Mark my words. I'll do something. I don't know. I wasn't gonna say like eat a hat. You know, that's like a typical thing some people say. I'll eat my hat. Blah blah blah. Tutu Atwell available once again. Wow, crazy. Who would have thought? Tutu Atwell's in free agency. I don't know how someone doesn't just sign him and sticks with him. I really don't know how. Negotiate. Fast. Starting to fall asleep here. It's 4 a.m. You know, funny thing, I've only eaten once today. It's crazy, you know. Alright, Duvernay. He's still pretty cheap. The full... Do you want to go full 7 years? Honestly, yeah, I kind of do. Let's go up to 30 mil for Duvernay. I think that's fair. And that's only a little over 4 mil per year for Devin Duvernay. It's fair, right? It's more than he was asking, so it means it's fair. I guess, you know. We're going to franchise tag Justin Tucker. Everybody else is going to test. I like not having to worry about negotiations anymore, and we actually have cap space, at least right now, so... I don't care to look at those because we lost both. We looked at practice squad players, I know. So, advance, fast, we got the Browns, go, go, go. Beat the Browns. We beat them. We only lost one player, it's 2-2, of course it is. Free agents, player upgrades, and then sim, fast. Tom Brady's still there. Imagine that. Gerald Gaddis is back, whoa, wow. It's funny because every time I'm like, wow, I can't believe Tom Brady's there. And then I'll look at practice squad players and I'm like, oh my gosh. You can't believe this. You wouldn't believe who's a free agent. It's like, are you sure about that? I've only seen him every other week all season in free agency. You sure? You won't believe who I signed to my practice squad. Imagine if that was a street video title. You won't believe who I signed to my practice squad. And it's literally just Jalen Darden and Tutu Atwell over and over again. Oh man. Hey, Jared Mobley, a rookie, pass coverage. Like, he's already as good as Malik Harrison. Basically, his coverage isn't as good. But, like, he can be our number 2 guy next year if we need him to be. Or we could even upgrade to Harrison. So, I think it's good to leave our option open there. And I think it's smart. I think it's good also not to bring back Chuck Clark, unfortunately. He's going to be 29. He's only normal dev. I know we have cap space, but we could look for somebody else there. And we also need other corners. So the cap space that we have, it's going to get eaten up pretty quickly. But we need to have some at least. I haven't looked at our draft pick stash. I'm sure we have extras. All the trades I've made of like depth players and stuff. Music is copyrighted. Hope not. Don't get a strike. Don't strike my channel. Don't strike my channel. Alright. Did we already look through practice squad players this week? I don't know. Oh no, Darden's back! Oh, I hit circle. No, man. No. Now we'll never get Jalen Darden. No. I gotta go back and get him. I'm sure nobody else will pick him up next week off my practice squad again. Ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Oh brother. Like who is the team that keeps doing this to me? Who keeps signing these couple of guys and then releasing somebody else? Who's doing it? I don't care enough to go actually look because it doesn't matter. But like who's doing it? You know what I mean? Who's doing this to me? We beat Steelers. Very good. And look at that. We lost Jalen Darden. Oh no. Oh no. Jalen Darden. He's been signed again. I don't know what's there. I was going for the tables broken thing again, and it didn't pan out. Sorry. My bad. I tried on that one, but it didn't work. Didn't work for anybody. A lot of depth upgrades here. Tylen Wallace. He's all the way up to being a true 71. He's in that Jalen Darden Tutu Atwell category. Alright. Yay. That's just the category everybody wants to be in 3 years into their career. Struggling to stay on a roster. Juju Hughes, not quite the same caliber player of Juju Smith-Schuster, for example. And really, example only because literally of his first name, obviously, Juju. Colon Castillo, was he traded? Did I trade him? Or I guess I must have just cut him, right? Or maybe I did trade him, honestly, I can't remember. He was cut or traded as soon as I took over this franchise, and now he's worked his way back through the practice squad. Don't know if he'll be here next year. Have no idea. But he's here right now. Backup center. And we got some decent starters here, including Ronnie Stanley. He's pretty decent. Gotta be one of the top 5 tackles in the league, I would think. He's the number 2 left tackle. Dexter Lawrence, power rusher. That's his second upgrade, I want to say, since we signed him. Kayvon Thibodeau. Let's go power rush. Kayvon Thibodeau. It's going to be very expensive to re-sign him in OA down the road as well. Chuck Clark, pretty balanced. Pretty good player, just normal dev. Heard him quite a bit. Same with Anthony Brown. I think he's higher than this already in the past update. I feel like he's one of the guys that got a boost in the latest roster update because he's been playing pretty well in real life. And the fact that I just can't get Malik Harrison to be a scheme fit too hurts him. Oh, Lamar again. Zion Johnson, go agile. Whoop, wrong button. Kennedy Brooks. Receiving. And we could make Lamar Jackson a 99 if we want to as well. We got Quentin Nelson there. Lamar. Let's do it. Improviser, 99 overall. Lamar Jackson. Quentin Nelson. And he got a throw power and an awareness. Okay. Gosh, he's still only 26 years old. He's got 98 true awareness, 93 throw power. He's listed as the number 1 QB over Mahomes too. Wow. Huh. We got 3 games left, by the way. It'd be nice to win all 3 of them. I think we went 13-4 last year, didn't we? Is that right? Could be, could not be, I don't know. Mike Harley, this is a new practice squad receiver for us, I think. At this point, I don't want to see anybody else in the practice squad. I don't want to see anybody getting signed off my team. I don't want to see anybody there. I want to be done with the practice squad. Those guys overall are so low that they're mostly insignificant to the team going forward. And it doesn't justify the time I keep spending to put these guys on the practice squad every single week. And we won against the Titans, which is good, but man, it's the practice squad thing is actually bothering me. Oh, it's getting to me, man. Sean Ryan, he'll be fine at right tackle, I think, unless we somehow get a remarkable tackle somehow. I don't know where that's going to happen from. It's probably not going to be the draft. It's going to be a big guess in the draft. Let's see if a guy can pass protect. Jeez. I already missed the old scouting, bro. For the way I do franchises and the amount of time I put into scouting, which isn't much, I miss the old way because I miss being able to just know their top skills and their athleticism. I don't want to know like a player's injury rating or like a quarterback's spin move ability. Like I don't care, man. I don't care. And it doesn't give me a true talent rating anymore either. It's like I don't know how good anybody is, man. I have no clue. No clue at all. It's tough, bro. And I get like the real NFL draft works that way, but this is also a video game. And a video game that's not very much like the real NFL in a lot of different ways. So. Anyway, here's Gerald Gaddis. He's back on the Ravens. It must be so hard for him because it's probably a rotation of different teams. If I was getting signed and dropped and then going back to the Ravens practice squad, like signed and dropped by other teams, and then oh, back with the Ravens. Okay, now I'm with this team. Oh, back to the Ravens. Oh, now this team signed me. Oh, back to the Ravens. Week after week after week after week, and I don't know why they're dropping him and signing other players. And here goes Gaddis again. Yep, who would have seen that coming? Gosh, man, we've made it to the last game of the season. Thank goodness. Lamar, another player of the week. Only 3 touchdowns. Gosh, Jesse Bates, I forgot. Safety duo of Jesse Bates and Derwin James with the Chargers. Pretty good duo. Probably the best duo of literally all time. Jesse Bates and Derwin James. That'd be up there, man. It really would be up there if those 2 guys were playing at their peak in their primes on the same team. That's scary to think about, kind of. Maybe even JoJo Doman might get a look at being our 3rd linebacker next year if we don't bring in somebody to upgrade Harrison. Hey, Hollywood Brown's a scheme fit. It only took about 20 upgrades, but he got there. And he's still only 26 as well. 21 ranked wide receiver. Surprised it's that low. X factor should be a little higher, I would think. Based on dev trait and his development. I don't know. We're almost a 90 offensive team. The Rams only a 79. And we have the same defense, so based on that information, I would say we should win. But you never know. That's why they play the games. We beat the Texans last week, by the way. I forgot to mention that. And nobody is available for practice squad. Nobody. Let's take one last look at negotiations. One last quick look. You were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short. Ta-da. A little Obi-Wan Kenobi quote for you. How about that? A little quote for you. Hey, we made the playoffs, wow. And we lost a practice squad player. Of course we did. Any good upgrades here before the playoff game? Yeah. Bryce Callahan playing nickel. Definitely not a perfect likeness of Bryce Callahan. Rashad Bateman. Let's go with deep threat. Make him an 80 deep threat. Playing the slot. 2 release is cool. Sean Wade. Keep his zone. He might move the safety, I don't know. Derek King. I think this is his second upgrade of the year. Improviser. Two break sack. Decent little upgrade there for him. And Deshaun Elliott, who's inching his way closer to being a 90. It's kind of slow going for the start of, even though he's a very good player and still pretty young at 26. He's getting there. I think he had 2 upgrades as well this year. Now, what we learned in the last season, the last episode, is that I should not watch the game, as Hollywood Brown had 222 yards and 5 touchdowns last week. Okay. If I watch the game, there will be like 200 combined points, and we'll lose still by like 40. So I'm not going to watch the game. It sucks because like if we make it to the Super Bowl, I want to be able to watch and maybe jump in. But I'm just going to have to sim it, bro. I can't. I don't like how it plays on simulation when you watch it. When you're just watching the AI play against each other. I don't like how it plays. Too unpredictable. Too many people just running into each other, or running sideways, and it doesn't make sense. So we're just gonna sim it regularly. It kind of stinks because there's 0 gameplay aspect in this rebuild. Doing it that way. But, just, bear with it. Imagine Lamar Jackson just running around, throwing 5 touchdowns to Marquise Brown, Just imagine. Before we get into the playoff game, we'll look at stats. Lamar led the league in passing yards again, and Taylor Heineke's up there, because we all know Taylor Heineke's that good. Hollywood Brown did have a very good season. And any other Ravens I don't see with the leaders, so let's check out stats. Yeah, first in yards, tied for first in touchdowns, and then somehow only 19th in passer rating. Don't get that. I didn't see what our offense ranked, but defense ranked 15th. Points scored 3rd. 25th in allowed. Kind of low. Kind of concerning. Lamar Jackson, though, 46 touchdowns, only 11 picks. I think this is his best year so far. I really do. Dobbins, under 1,000 yards. We just don't run the ball that much. And for some reason, he's not even getting 4 yards a carry still. Even behind Stanley and Quentin Nelson. So, we got to improve that right side of the line if Dobbins is going to get going, I guess. Gus Edwards, though, 13 touchdowns. 10 for Dobbins, 2 for Lamar, and even 1 for Derek King. Got involved, okay. Yeah, leading receiver, Brown was great. 19 touchdowns. Duvernay, 1,100 yards and 7. More than Bateman, who also hit 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns. Mark Andrews, almost 900 yards and 7 touchdowns. Dobbins had 1. Tylan Wallace, still in limited playtime. He plays well. 15 yards a catch and 2 scores. Ruckert had 2. Poljan had 2. Ricard only 1 catch for 5 yards. He's definitely not worth it for rushing or receiving, but just the pure blocking aspect of being a fullback. 270 snaps. Is that really worth $5 million? I don't know. Probably not. $5 million a year? No. Offensive line. pretty good. A few more sacks than I'd like to see, but overall, that's good numbers. Patrick Queen, we had 3 guys over 100 tackles, and none of them were corners. All right, that's good. 10 sacks for Owe, 9.5 for Lawrence, only 5 for Thibodeau. But he did have 15 tackles for loss, which led the team. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I want to see better. I want to see Owe and Thibodeau with like 12 each, and then Lawrence right around 10 is what I really want to see. Because I know Matabuke is not going to get a ton. The fact that Thibodeau only had 1 more than Matabuke is just kind of weird to me. And then Bowser had 1. I don't love it. It's not amazing. How about interceptions? We had 4 from Patrick Queen, 2 for Elliott, Harrison, and Humphrey. 1 each for 3 other starting secondary players. It's a pretty good amount of picks. Just the sacks seem low, and our defensive rank is kind of low. I don't know, like, the best playbook to be using for 4-3 defense. I don't know. Justin Tucker did miss 2 field goals, but he made a 57-yarder, and his only 2 missed extra points were both blocked. So only 36 punts on the year. That's insanely low. Duvernay pretty good with the return game. I mean, just kind of whatever. Nobody ever does much in the return game in the simulation. So we were 4th in offense and 15th in defense. So again, the defense isn't great. It's serviceable. And the fact that we're top 5 in offensive yards and points is really, really good. But are we going to be able to hold on and beat playoff teams this way? I don't know. Because look at Josh Jacobs averaging 5 yards a carry. They're only 20th in offense, though, but they're 4th in rushing. We were dead last in rushing. We're first pass, last in rush. What a complete opposite of the real Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. That's wild. The Raiders' defense is a lot better than ours. However, wait a minute now. We give up about the same amount of passing yards given up, and about the same rushing. So honestly, our yards aren't that far off, but points, they only give up 24 a game. We give up 27.5. It's only a field goal difference, but it seems like a lot. I don't know, man. I like this team, bro. I want to see them have success in the playoffs. I really do. I probably should be looking at draft stories. I wish these would all show like during the draft. I don't want to have to read all these. Will Woodson, pinnacle of intimidation. So he's a good right tackle apparently. College career has been cut short due to injury for Travis Gerard. Ben Ramsey could bounce back. Had him watch the rest of the bowl game from the sideline. Yikes. Notre Dame quarterback Tanner Younger won the Heisman, so he's going to be really good. We don't need him, obviously, with Lamar Jackson. Unfortunately, because I mean, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but like I will say when I do rebuilds, I like taking teams that don't have quarterbacks set for the future. That is a pretty big challenge to find your quarterback of the future. So I do like that challenge. I do not mean unfortunately that we have Lamar Jackson. I just mean that that's something I like to do in rebuild sometimes. That's all. And my controller's starting to act up now. It's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. I got through an hour and a half without my controller tweaking, and now it's tweaking. Please stop. FCS Player of the Year from North Dakota State. Wow, imagine that. Felix Basley. Bryce McElroy shines in bowl game. He's a receiver. Controller tweaking. Chad Lawson. New record for tackles. Positively negative. Loss and set school mark for... Oh, for tackles for loss. Oh. From a middle linebacker? Tackle for loss record? Wow. That's actually pretty impressive. Chad Lawson. Dotson named Nation's top receiver. Hunter Lyon. Won't get a chance to evaluate him. Injury will force him to skip the combine. Hate seeing a training injury keep Hunter Lyon out of the combine. Alright. So that's... Oh, no, don't quit. That's draft stories. It's time, man. There's really nothing else to do. I guess... Did I already look at practice squad players? That's the one thing. But wait a minute. Can't go fast. We gotta slow it down to look for practice squad players again. Nobody, okay. It's wild to me that an 86 Tom Brady is just sitting there and nobody signed him. I know he's old. Teams must just not have cap space. That's the only thing I can think of, really. But the 13-4 Ravens, 89 offense, 81 defense, 85 overall. We're going to take on the 82 overall Raiders, 83 offense, 81 defense. Same defense, but we're considerably better offense. As soon as my controller stops tweaking, do we advance in the postseason? Can we do it this year? Did we do it? Nope. It's tough, man. It's tough, bro. It really is. The Las Vegas Raiders, the team that I talked about earlier, about how badly they need a rebuild in real life, and they beat us in the game. So, yep. I don't know, man. I really thought maybe we could have won a championship by now, bro, to be honest with you. This team's good enough. Bounce in the first round. Like, we didn't even get a bye at 13 wins, and we lose to a 9-8 Raiders team that probably barely made it. Now we head into this off season with not necessarily question marks, but like, what all do we have to do to get better? I don't know the answer to that question, really, to be honest. If I'm being honest. (42-24) loss. Sucks. Hour and a half. Another episode just to lose to the Raiders in the playoffs. I don't know, man. It's tough going, dude. Madden Sim's tough. It's tough to win games sometimes. They put up 42 on us, and we only managed 24. I think we need to change our defensive playbook. I'm not getting the sack numbers that I want to see, and we're just getting outscored in important games. So, I mean, the Dallas Cowboys at 16-1, bro. Serious. Cowboys playbooks, both of them, maybe, offense and defense. Maybe. They were by far best in total yards, looks like, by 800 yards, more than us. We're second in total yards, and we're what, third in points? Third in points per game. Tied for most touchdowns. And then, I guess we're not super high for... Maybe Cowboys. I mean, like, Chiefs were really good too, but maybe Cowboys is the way to go for playbooks. I mean, Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes, and they're only coming in at 4. The Cowboys are scoring 36 a game. Less passing touchdowns, but more rushing. Way more rushing. And we're dead last in the league in rushing. Like, that can't stay the same, bro. It can't. Cannot be the case anymore. Has to change. We're third in first downs. But again, Cowboys. By a lot. At the top. So. And, as good as they're on offense, they're giving up the least amount of yards. They also have 43 sacks, which is tied for 4th. They're 16-1. 17 picks is pretty close to the top 10. They give up the least amount of rushing yards, the 5th least amount of passing yards, and they're giving up the 4th least amount of points. I think, honestly, especially since we're the Baltimore Ravens and we should be running the ball more, as much as I like Lamar, I think it's time to switch playbooks, and I think we're going to Dallas Cowboys offense and defense. They're so good in the game. I think it's time. Now here's the thing: is Dallas a 4-3, or are they a 3-4? Because if they're a 3-4, I might have to either change my mind or really change our defense. Did I already pass Dallas? I didn't see them. They're there. They are 4-3. Let's do it, man. Dallas. We're the Dallas. We want to be the Dallas Cowboys of the AFC. This is how we're going to do it. Literally copy Mike McCarthy's playbook, of all people. Keeping the same scheme fits. That's fine. Although maybe we could find something better than spread. But it's what I want to try to build around. So 95 on Tampa 2 for the defense. Pretty high. Alright, so we've made some scheme fit changes, man. Or, not scheme fits, but we've changed our playbooks. It's stupid that that's so important in the sim, but it is, so we're going to change it. And hopefully be better for it. Man. I can believe it, because it happens every single rebuild I do, where we don't win a Super Bowl ever. Even though I build an amazing team year after year. And I'm like, yeah, it doesn't like just guarantee that you're going to win the Super Bowl every year when you have a great team. And the Cowboys don't even make it this year. It's Titans, Bucks. But like, I mean, they went 16-1, and we're sitting there with the best offense, but one of the worst defenses and the dead last running attack. And the Chiefs also went 16-1, so I guess that explains how Patrick Mahomes won over Lamar Jackson. Zeke at 4 with the 16-1 Cowboys. Dak at 8. Mike McCarthy, Coach of the Year over Andy Reid. My eyes, bro. Literally my eyes. Lamar Jackson at 2 for Offensive Player. Nobody for Defense. Nobody for Offensive Rookie. Our linebacker sneaks in at 10 for Defensive Rookie. Okay. I don't know, man. I think that playbook change is gonna have to be better, right? Like, it literally, I don't think can be any worse. Let's get out of this season and cut our depth players that we don't need. Wow. So Brady's just sitting there in free agency all year, and the Bucks still win the Super Bowl. Who's their quarterback now? As Devin White wins MVP. Cowboys won over the Browns last year. Chiefs won over the Bucks in the rematch game. Who the heck's Tampa Bay's quarterback? I said I was going to go through every team's quarterback, and I forgot. So I should probably... I don't want to do that now, really. Do I? Not really. Let's just look at the Super Bowl stats. I wonder if they signed Rodgers. Because he left the Packers, and he was still in the game, so I didn't mean to look at team schedule. It's Taylor Heineke, dude. Buccaneers offense? Buccaneers offense with Dallas defense, maybe? That's wild, man. Taylor Heineke just won a Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as Tom Brady sat in free agency. What am I looking at, Madden? It's not like Taylor Heineke developed up to an X factor and he's a 90 some overall. He's like a 70 still. I don't get it, man. Just to prove that in case somebody sends a EA representative to my stream or to my video real quick. Well, you know, you didn't show it, so maybe he really is a 90 overall. He's a 73 with morale. He's only a 70. He's literally only a 70. Exactly what I said. He's only star dev, and he only probably just now got that this year with the Bucks. They literally drafted the next guy after they cut Kyle Trask. They have another guy they drafted, and this guy, and they signed Jake Fromm, and they're going with Taylor Heineke, and he won them the Super Bowl. And you're like, well, he didn't win them the Super Bowl. He was just the quarterback. The Super Bowl MVP was Devin White. That's because literally Super Bowl MVP just goes to a linebacker that had tackles, or if a secondary player got a pick, oh, Super Bowl MVP. Or if a defensive lineman had more than one sack, oh, this guy had 1.5 sacks. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Taylor Heineke won a Super Bowl for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as Tom Brady sits in free agency. Madness, bro. Sam Cook retires. I'm in shambles. I don't have a punter anymore. Julio Jones, Trent Williams, Mario Davis, J.J. Watt, Von Miller, Brandon Brooks. Some very currently good players, along with some formerly good players. Cam Newton, Brandon Williams, former Raven. Mark Ingram, former Raven. Le'Veon Bell, former Raven, technically. He's currently with the Ravens in real life. Geno Atkins. Bruce Arians, and the Dolphins OC also retires. Thanks for letting me know that one. The fake offensive coordinator. Another thing about Madden, they teased that assistant coaches were coming into the game months before this game came out, like during the Madden 21 play cycle still. They teased when Fixed Franchise was trending for the first time and all that stuff was going on. They put up a video where homie's standing or sitting in front of the screen where you can see the real assistant coaches in the background. Their names, at least. And they're not in the game still. And they only just re-added assistant coaches, didn't they? Or were they added from the launch of the game? I can't remember, honestly. But I don't even bother to check it because it's not real people. They're not real coaches, man. Anyway. Let's franchise tag Justin Tucker. Almost $6 million now, bro. I gotta let these guys test. I have to. Oh, Malik Harrison got star dev. No way, man. I mean, still, he's 26. I have $24 million for multiple secondary players and my draft picks. I can't bring him back. I wish that I could, but I can't. I guess I should have signed him when he was cheaper. Star dev, oh well. That's just gonna have to be the one guy I can't keep. It sucks that it's Ohio State player, but and it sucks because he's a starter. He's our number 2 linebacker right now. but I need the cap space, and I need to cut some of our depth as well. Lamar with the 5-year captain badge now. I think we just gotta let all these quarterbacks go. Like, I don't need a third QB. The game doesn't require to have one. I mean, Derek King threw one pass last year. It was a 17-yard completion, which is good. But he's just never... A third QB will never be in the game, so I'm going to let these guys go. It's possible I could have gotten a late round pick for those three combined, but in real life, nobody's trading for those guys. I'm also going to let Kennedy Brooks go. That's $1 million we can free up right there. Oh, I can't cut him because of his overall restriction. I forgot that. I can't cut players that are 70 overall or lower. Or higher, I mean. 70 or higher. Huh. Get rid of this C glitch. So I can't cut those guys, which means I could trade them potentially, but I can't just cut them. Huh. I forgot about that. We got Ricard. And all those receivers we kept signing over and over and over, back and forth. And I think we're going to just cut Gaddis, honestly. I could trade Tylan Wallace, but even if I did, Gaddis isn't really good enough to be playing, so. Still got our 3 tight ends. This guy is a 59, not a 62, unfortunately. Yeah, let's move all of our backups to right guard, I think. At least the guys that I don't know where their position's going to be. Like, Cunningham, he's solidly in at left tackle. 64 pass protector. I'm probably not going to get better than that. Robert Hainsey, he's solidly our number 2, our first backup guard. There's Colin Castillo. And none of these guys are going to compete for the starting spot either. I have to get somebody better at guard. Have to. Absolutely must do that. So, yeah, right now these are our right guard options. Could play Ryan there as well. He's very strong, but he's also got good pass protecting now, which is why I like playing him at tackle. Maybe he moves to center, and Zion Johnson can move to guard, something like that. Although his pass protector's getting up there too. I think guard is what we're really going to be focusing on. So, and then we have Penning as well right here. So I think we have one too many backups. Is that right? Yeah, we do. A center and a right guard is all we need. And then we have Penning. So one of these guys can be cut. I would say probably Roberts, since Ajoku has a penalty, and since Castillo is our highest overall of the 3, we should probably cut Roberts. Maybe he'll have a better shot at being a right guard than a left tackle, you know. And then Castillo can go back to center. So we've got our offensive line together, except for our starting right guard position, which obviously is pretty critical, I'd say. Starting offensive lineman. Alright, defense, Owe, Thibodeau. We still have Bowser as well. Oh, this is $3.5 million if we cut him now, or trade. We're gonna probably have to do that. I'll try and trade him maybe. We got our 3 tackles. Diablo, Taylor, or Dillman was our 3rd linebacker. I don't know yet. I'm not sure. And then we need corners. pretty badly. Sean and then Juju Hughes is starting right now. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a pickle here because we don't have a lot of cap space. We do have 4 first-round picks and a second. There's our draft picks. Now I recall. That's basically because we traded the last 2 drafts to get up in this one. And so we have 4 first-rounders and a second. And that's at pick 33. We have 5 picks in the top 33 picks. We could trade up, we could trade down, we could trade out, we could trade for players. I think trading for players has got to be on the table as well. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that does it change things? I was going to say, well, that changes things. I don't know if it really does or not. I know what we need now, though. We need a right guard. That's really all we need on offense. Maybe another running back. But I'm not going to sign one in free agency. Maybe in the draft. We need corners. We need a safety. We need probably at least 1 linebacker. And we got $28 million in cap space to do it, so... yeah, it's going to be kind of tough. Tyron Smith would be perfect, but we cannot spend $18 million on one player. Much like Stephon Gilmore would be perfect. Still a 90 overall. We just can't spend $17 million on him. Can't do it. So top QB's available. Brady's still hanging around, even though he didn't play last year. Rodgers in free agency. Stafford's still decent. Jordan Love, man. Maybe now he can go somewhere and actually get to play. Oh, dude, he's going to go to Tampa Bay and be their starter, isn't he? Oh, no, man. Imagine being Taylor Heineke, dude. He goes and wins a Super Bowl with Tampa Bay and then immediately gets replaced with Jordan Love. Oh. Awful. That's awful, man. If we can get... so Kenyon Drake's pretty balanced. How's Melvin Gordon looking? He's also pretty balanced. How about Gus? We could just get Gus back. He's not much of a receiving threat. Let's look at these ratings again. I think Melvin Gordon honestly would be better for us. Let's see if we can sign Melvin to like a really cheap deal here. Don't know if we'll accept 1.5 mil, but if he did, cool. Don't need a fullback. Don't need a wide receiver. Interesting to see guys' overalls after several years. Who's developed, who hasn't really developed, who's regressing. Tight end, it'd be cool to have another one, but for the sim it just doesn't matter. And then offensive linemen, like Andrew Thomas, still almost 10 mil per year, and he's already got an offer. Andrew Thomas to play guard, honestly, would be pretty good. I don't think it's worth that, though, and we'd have to outbid the football team. Damian Lewis at star dev, Matane Muti at star dev. There's Tyree Phillips. He's up to a 75. We traded him away early in the, was it the first offseason, I think? He's now a free agent. He wants at least 2.5 mil. I mean, if we can't do any better than that, for how much? For 2.5 mil only? I mean, we could bring back Zeitler. He wants 4 mil. Alright, we're gonna look at Tyree Phillips here, I think. We're gonna offer him like 3 years for kind of starter money, kind of not starter money, so that way if we do get somebody better, we can... Oh yeah, we can get Tyree Phillips for sure. Okay. So Tyree Phillips is going to come back after we traded him in the first... I want to say the first offseason it was. That's still a 92-point offer. We're going to get ourselves Tyree Phillips back, and he's going to start at right guard. Unless we draft some unreal rookie offensive lineman with hidden dev, he's more than likely going to start. And if he doesn't start, well, he's going to be excellent depth. I anticipate he's going to start. Remember, we have those picks, so we could use them all on secondary players. Or we could trade them for secondary players. Maybe that's the direction we should go. It's going to depend on what's available, obviously. Cam Jordan would be cool, but we don't need him. Fletcher Cox, same deal. I guess if we had not re-signed Matabuke, we could go after Fletcher Cox, but he is 33, 7 years older. He's an X factor, though. Maybe a miss. Maybe a wash. I don't know for sure. Linebacker Malik Harrison's got a lot of interest. Yeah, it's good for him. Maybe another miss. Maybe I should have re-signed him for cheaper before he got started. I don't know. Not really a linebacker that I want that badly. How's Blake Cashman's coverage? 72. I might give him an offer, much like I did Melvin Gordon, like really, really cheap if he wants to accept. Like right at 2 million. If he wants to accept that, cool. If not, it's okay. And then corners. So once again, Marcus Peters is still up there. We could bring him back, and he could either be our number 2 corner or our nickel corner. I'm only going to sign one corner unless there's a really young guy in here that's pretty good. CJ Henderson's pretty good. He's pretty young. I would have to compete with the Chiefs. That's a good player to go after for the Chiefs, I'd say. Nick Needham has a market. Michael Ojemudia. Cam Dantzler. I mean, these guys are not him. These guys are decent. I was gonna say, who are kind of young. I think we're gonna look on the trade market, honestly, and maybe the draft. We are gonna look at Marcus Peters, but we're gonna try to get him to take a discount, like 8 mil. Our defense hasn't been that good either, so he should be willing to take a discount, right? Right, guys? Any good safeties available? Not particularly. I guess we could bring back Chuck Clark. We could go this direction, and we could give him like a 1-year deal that's kind of low. 3 mil. If he accepts that, cool. If not, it's okay. And we don't need to invest anything into a punter because Justin Tucker can punt for us now as well. He can be our kicker and punter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and find somebody kind of young. Younger. I guess Sipos here. I think he's currently with the Eagles. We're going to give him a 7-year deal worth the minimum. Alright, and that leaves us with 13 million for our draft picks and potential trades. That's not a lot, and it doesn't guarantee us that we're going to get all these guys, but I think this is the best direction to go for our free agency, and then we'll figure out what to do with the picks. Could always trade them down for to next year as well. So, all right, let's see it. Let's see who we get. I want to see Tyree Phillips accept at least. He does, and Marcus Peters does as well. The $8 million contract works. $8 million contract for Peters. Nobody else, though. Chuck Clark got an offer, okay. Do I want to look at other safeties? Could get Micah Hyde for like 5-ish million. Nobody else really. So a safety. We're gonna need a safety. And all the young corners are gone. Kelvin Joseph. He was on our practice squad briefly last year. So was, I think Tyson Campbell was too. Javelin Geardy. Any movement on the QBs? Yeah, Love does go to Tampa. Marcus Mariota, Gardner Minshew, Kyle Trask, Jacoby Brissett, Jake Fromm. All these guys get signed. Even Blake Bortles to the Packers and Trace McSorley I saw in there. Ben DiNucci. And yet somehow Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Well, Matt Stafford has a market now. Well, that's great for him. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady just sit in free agency. Alright. Yeah, you know, sure. I guess nobody has cap space. We get the punter Sippos. Oh boy, Sippos. Cashman got an offer. We'll take that off. I'm going to keep this offer on Melvin, I think. Gus Edwards got an offer. He's going to go to the Eagles. Okay. Should I maybe... Who's better between Drake and Gordon? 68 receiving, 64 power. I'd say Melvin. Should we up this offer for Melvin a tad? So it's not so low. Yeah. Up to 2 million. You might accept that. And then, oh, I was gonna look at the QBs again. Brady got an offer from the Jets. Wow. The Jets, who drafted a quarterback in the first year to replace or compete with Zach Wilson, now we're gonna bring in Tom Brady for a year. Okay. Why not? Let's just go through all the quarterbacks. Stafford back to the Rams. Top player movement. Tyron Smith to Jacksonville. Wow. Gilmore to the Eagles. Fletcher Cox to the Saints. T. Higgins to the Falcons. Rodney Hudson to the Jaguars. Jacksonville investing heavily on the offensive line. Let's get Micah Hyde. Jalen Reagor was down here, huh? One of the Steelers. Andrew Thomas to the football team. Chuck Clark to the Eagles. And our good friend Malik Harrison to the Saints. Good for him. Maybe I should have offered him a contract as well before he hit free agency and became a star. I don't know. Became a startup player. Perhaps. We've hit the 2-hour mark as well. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. 5 o'clock. We lost connection, so can't really go fast. Can't really go too fast when I'm not able to, you know, be in the franchise. It's literally just a glitch. It always happens that specific week when simming. I don't get it. I don't know why it does it. I don't know why it just now started doing that since the scouting update. EA, fix your game. But, yeah. Now I get to look at Tom Brady again. I just wish he would, like Mahomes would come out sometimes, not just Brady. You know what I mean? Like, they're both on the cover. I don't want to see Brady every time it glitches and I have to go to the main menu. For being honest. If I'm being honest. Ooh, ooh woo. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's stop with that. Okay. Apologize. Alright, so we've made it to draft week. I currently have about 20 million in cap. Probably going to need more than that. So let's see what we can do. I think Tyus Bowser's day has probably come to be traded. We didn't get Melvin Gordon. Kind of not great. Probably going to draft a running back, honestly. Tyree Phillips, he's nice to have. But like I said, I don't think he's the long-term solution. I mean, he's no Quentin Nelson, you know? Obviously. Things that are obvious, please. For 200. Yeah, he's only 23 overall lower. He's decent, though. He's decent. It's not like he's bad. He's just not a 99 overall player. I do think we need to trade Bowser. If there's a team that wants our other running backs as well, Bowser, Brooks, and Brown. Some teams want the running backs. Nobody cares for... Oh, there's a team. I saw it. Vikings. Oh, and they're over the cap. Look at that cap hit, man. Okay, are any of these teams that want the running backs under the cap? Colts, maybe? No. Cowboys? No. Football team? No. Ooh, the Giants are. How are the Giants $60 million under the cap? They have Matt Corral. He is who they drafted over Thibodeau, which makes sense. He's a decent quarterback. 81 overall, young. They have Barkley. Their wide receiving core is not what you'd really want to see out of it right now, I think. Like Kenny Galladay at 30 is only an 83. Tony's a 79, which you'd like him to be in the 80s by this point. Van Jefferson, kind of the same deal. He's going to start regressing. There's no Darius Slayton. Sterling Shepard's long gone, probably. It's just not a great group. And Kenny Galladay is getting paid a lot of bank. Evan Ingram is even higher than Galladay right now at an 84, so it's not great. Evan Neal at left tackle. I mean, those are good picks. They haven't had to pay him yet either. And they got Kennard at left guard. Could use a center. Could use a right tackle. And they could probably use some defense. Yeah, Leonard Williams is really good. We, of course, took Dexter Williams from them. Dexter Williams? Is that his name? Why does that sound weird? Blake Martinez still in there starting. Ojolari's developing, but still not an 80. Jackson Fuller, Nick Needham. Darren Howard should be playing over one of those guys. Madden loves to stunt the growth of rookies, man, for AI teams. That's not a good team right there, bro. That is not a good team. But hey, you know, if you have Tyus Bowser and 2 backup running backs added to your team, you know, you may be better in the future. Would you trade me a second round pick for those 3 guys? Heck, would you trade me your first round? Somehow they're projected to actually have a decent pick, not like a super low pick. All right, I wanted to try the first rounder, just see where the interest was at. Okay, not quite gonna be a second. Maybe a 3rd and 4. You know, 3 and 4. How's that sound? Almost. How about a 3 and a 5? Three and a 5. Nope. How about a 3 and a 6? Is the 3 even gonna go through by itself? I don't know. There we go. 3 and a 6 for Bowser, Brooks, and Brown. Big Baller Brand, the 3 Bs for 3 and a 6. Or 5? Was it? No, it was a 6. Okay. So that frees up some cap. Don't know about linebackers yet. I need a corner. I need a safety. I need a corner and I need a safety. Should I risk not getting great players in the draft, or should I trade our picks for decent corners and safeties? And if I when I say decent, how exactly decent do I mean? Am I trading for like stars? Should I trade for decent players and maybe get a pick in return? We have 27 million in cap right now. So we can theoretically bring in some fairly high priced guys. Like if I need a corner and a safety, I could bring in both of those players theoretically. I don't know if I want to trade our entire drafts again because we have 4 first round picks. But if I can get 2 starting secondary players, let's see who we could potentially get. I mean, I have to at least check, right? Well, what's the contract looking like here with Jalen Ramsey? I have to at least check. You know, we would be paying less than that because they would be paying some of it. I mean, this answers my question if we're gonna trade for just a nice role player or a superstar. If we if we trade for Jalen Ramsey, the answer is superstar and an X factor at that. Bring Jalen Ramsey to the Baltimore Ravens. Challenge extremely difficult, maybe. Pick 33. Not even close. Not even close. How about pick 28? No. How about pick 23? Half. So if we do like 2 picks, 32 and 33, how are we getting there with that? Do I want to trade these 2 picks straight up for Ramsey? If I can get like a pick back, maybe. Not even close. Not even really that close. Okay, hold on. What if we do 23 and 32? 2 first round picks. I know this is draft capital. I know it's very, very valuable, but we're talking about Jalen Ramsey, who's not even 30 yet. He's an X factor. It's going to take 3 picks. It's going to take 3 picks to do it. We can do this. We can make this happen. I think I've convinced myself. I think Jalen Ramsey is the difference maker in secondary. It's about to happen. For basically 3 first round picks. I would have tried to just sneak a little something on the end here. There it is. Wow. So we had the reinforcements episode, if you will, or thumbnail with Quentin Nelson. What are we gonna do for Jalen Ramsey joining the Baltimore Ravens? We're giving up picks 28, 32, and 33 to get Ramsey and a future 6th rounder. The 6th rounder just kind of thrown in there to maximize the value, but wow. It happened. We made our trade. We made a trade for a secondary player, that's for sure. We did do that. Jalen Ramsey is now a Baltimore Raven. Essentially 3 first rounders is what it took. And we now pair Ramsey with Marlon Humphrey. I think that's a pretty good 1-2 combo. And he's got an upgrade. No way. And he just has an upgrade, bro. He's the number 2 corner in the league currently. We're going to give him a man upgrade. And he's a 99. 3 99 club members in 1 episode. And he gets a speed upgrade even. with 4 tackle and a man coverage. He's a monster. And he's just like that, the #1 corner in the league. We just traded for the #1 corner in the entire league. So all those trades I made, man, all those depth trades, if you didn't watch the last episode or if you skipped that part, I made so many trades of depth pieces just looking to see what we could get for the future. This is why Jalen Ramsey is now on our team. What number do we want to give him here? I'm tempted to go like a single digit number. I don't generally love those, but he was wearing number 5. I think he was 20. Was he 20 with the Jaguars? Can't really be number 20 on this team with Ed Reed. How about 2? 2 looks kind of cool, actually. Not gonna lie. That's pretty sick, actually. Jalen Ramsey is a Baltimore Raven. And what are we paying him exactly? $18 million this year, 19 next year. That's down from like 28 and 26. So the Rams are eating part of that contract, which is helpful. Now, why the Rams would realistically want to trade him, I don't really know. They got, you know, Gary on Conley. So, you know, maybe they just want to get younger at the position. I don't know, man. Good for Jordan Fuller being a captain, and I like Colby Harvell Peel in real life. By the way, just a little side note. But yeah, man, we did it. We made the splash trade. We got Jalen Ramsey, and even though we traded essentially 3 first-round picks, we still have 3 first-round picks. No, that's not true. Sorry, we have 2. We have 2 first-round picks. And next year we have 1. Okay. But we still have 2. And what do we need? We need a linebacker. I don't know why I said it like that. And we need a running back. Do I really want to use a first-round pick on a running back? I probably should not do that. Here's another thing. We are very tight on cap space. I might want to kick these picks down the road again, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, I could use a linebacker, but I also need depth. Oh, and I still need a safety. I think we're going to have to solve our safety problem in whatever's left in free agency. Those guys are typically pretty cheap. Because I think what we're going to have to do is trade for depth again, like we did last year. We need backup edge players. We need a linebacker. I don't think we need anything on offense. I think we're solid across the board there. Carson Wentz on the trade block. $26 million cap hit. I like him, but no thank you. Running backs on the trade block. Like, how is this dude on the trade block? The Falcons are like, we don't really want a 23-year-old startup running back anymore. We'll just trade him. Why? Why would he be there? I don't know. I might trade for him, to be honest with you. I do need a running back. I didn't get Melvin Gordon. That's the one thing I guess I needed on offense, is a running back. Okay, let's do it. Sorry to the Falcons, but if they're just willing to part with a 79, 23-year-old running back, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't I? Do we want to? If I could trade like a next year pick for him, what's his value going to be? You think 79 star running back? A 3 maybe? What we might have to do is trade one of our ones and then get a pick next year to counteract that. Yeah, there you go. So this isn't great because it is a first round pick for a backup running back, but we're getting a second round pick next year in return. So like we weren't going to make that pick, we might as well get what we want, which was a backup running back, and get a pick back in return instead of like taking a running back at 24. You know what I mean? So I don't mind that trade. I maybe could have gotten a little more value back, but that's not so bad, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, right here at the top, honestly, Carlos Basham. I should be able to get him for kind of cheaper, honestly. What kind of player is he? Is he a power or a speed rusher? He's a speed rusher at 281. Okay. Sure. Okay, it's going to take more than a 6th round pick. We could give up our other first rounder if it lets me. It's not letting me anymore. We got the trade asset glitch. Alright, going back. Going back. Going as fast as possible. Alright, going back into the trade center. Going back. Going back. We're kind of playing this. I know we just traded for the Rams of, or sorry, we traded for Jalen Ramsey of the Rams. But we're kind of playing this like the Rams, where we're just trading our draft picks so we can compete right now, because right now is our window. We have Lamar Jackson in his, I mean, he's not even in his prime, really. I mean, he's a 99 overall player, but he's only 26 years old. So we could like say he's in his prime, but he's not really even in his prime yet. I mean, I guess he can't get a lot better. Oh, we get a 2 and a 3. Okay. So yeah, for the running back, I probably could have got more value since we're trading a first round pick, but at least I got a second. And for Basham, we're actually getting a 2 and a 3 for a guy that was a second round pick. So that's not bad either. And I said he was a speed rusher, correct? So I need a backup power rusher now. I mean, it's just for a backup. I don't know why it's taking forever. How about Khalid Kareem? If he's a power rusher. Which I can't see until I go to this screen. He is a power rusher, okay. I don't want to trade much for him, so like a 7th. It's getting there. And we've already traded out of our... Oh my gosh, I got the glitch again. We've already traded out of this year's draft, so we're not going to have any picks. If somebody actually watches all this and they're like watching for the scouting or draft aspect, I'm sorry. That's just kind of not how this is panned out to be. Like, I drafted Kayvon Thibodeau. That was a great pick the first year, the first offseason. But since then, I've made one draft pick last year, and then this year I'm not going to make any. So I apologize if that's what you're here for. Mullet, hey, how you doing? I hope that's not what you're watching for either. Because I had the draft episode. That was the Thibodeau episode. Since then, not a lot of drafting. But we're making big moves like getting Jalen Ramsey on the team. Get Khalid Kareem for a 6th, okay. We need a linebacker and we need a safety, and we got $5 million to play with. I saw, where is he? DeMario Overshone in here. He may not solve our problem, but I think he could start for us, honestly. We may be able to get him for cheap-ish. NES Star Dev. He's also decent. He's honestly like a Tice Bowser replacement, but way better in... Oh my gosh, it happened again already? The glitch? Stop, man. It's all over. It's over. It's after 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't deal with this glitch right now. I simply can't, man. Remember when I said I only eat once today? Yeah, I'm probably only gonna eat once today. I should probably eat before I go to bed. At 6 a.m. DeMario Overshone. I'm trying to trade for DeMario Overshone. 170. So I think 157 would do it. Can we get a 7th in return just to get something back in return? Not even close. But that goes through. Okay. Yeah, those late 7th round picks are awfully valuable, you know. I should have anticipated that. He's a joke. So safety, Richie Grant, Jordan Poyer for $4 million. He's 33. He's as good as Chuck Clark. What's I wish I could see it quicker because I want to look at his contract, and it's probably going to cause the glitch to happen again. He's exactly Chuck Clark. Exactly. But he's Star Dev. He might be even the same speed. I'm not sure what his speed was, honestly, Chuck Clark's. It would complete our secondary. Former Pro Bowler. This is his contract year as well, and we would only have to pay $4 million of it. Can we get him at this point without giving up like another? So it's whenever I look at a player's info, it causes a glitch to happen where I can't add anything to my trade list anymore. So I gotta back out and then go to roster and then go to trade center again and wait for it to load and then go to trade block once it loads and then go to strong safety again and select Jordan Poyer again. And I hit player on accident. It's not what I wanted. So I go back and hit draft pick. Okay, man. 170 is not quite half. It's going to take a bit to get Jordan Poyer on the team, which means we probably should have just signed Chuck Clark. Yeah, we definitely should have just kept Chuck Clark. I offered him a deal. He didn't accept, and he got a better deal, so don't blame him for leaving. I kind of wish he'd stayed at this point, because I'm having to trade now for a replacement for only a 1-year solution, but it's not the end of the world. We got Jalen Ramsey. That was the big addition. I'm basically getting Jordan Poyer instead of Richie Grant because he's better right now, and Richie Grant is also just normal dev, I think, and I don't want to have to pay Richie Grant, even though he's only a safety, and he probably won't ask for more. Richie Grant would kind of become Chuck Clark. Jordan Poyer is exactly Chuck Clark, and he's also going to be gone in a year. So I like him as a real player, Jordan Poyer, but we get him for a 3rd round pick. Definitely should have just kept Chuck Clark for a year, or offered him 2 years or something, because that was way too much value, I think, to give up for the future. To get a player that I know I'm only going to have for 1 season. Here's another little bit of a problem. I forgot about the fact that we don't have a backup running. Oh, we traded for the Falcons guy. Never mind. Never mind. I figured it out. We we got Jerry on Ely. I forgot. My bad. My bad. He's pretty balanced too, man. Except for power. But I mean, Dobbins is gonna handle most snaps anyway, so who cares? What number was Gus? 35? Let's go... It's 25? Let's go 25 for Ely. I give him a real face here. Give him a real face. How about this face? Here you go, bud. I've got a real face now. Yep. Yep. Same fullback, same receivers, same tight ends. Most of the same offensive line, except now we have Tyree Phillips back over Kevin Zeitler, who regressed to be the same overall, I think, as Phillips, and wanted more money, even though he's older, so kind of weird on that one. Carlos Basham will move to right end, so he's a scheme fit. And like he too, like he's probably going to be gone in a year. And we traded a first round pick for him, but we got a 2 and a 3 back, so it's not exactly like we traded a first round pick, even though we did for a backup right end. He's cheaper than Tyus Bowser. We'll say that. So at least that's good. Did we get a linebacker? Yeah, we got Overshown. Yeah. Okay. Demurion Overshown. So again, it's another situation where I probably should have just kept Malik Harrison on that 2-year deal that he was asking for before he went up to being a star dev player. Probably should have. It's kind of all there is to say. Yeah, probably. He is going to start over Diablo because he's star dev. Just makes more sense. And Diablo, maybe he even moves to safety. I don't know. Interesting thought, but maybe not. And then there's Ramsey with Humphrey and Peters. And now we add Jordan Poyer as well. So pretty good off season, I'd say. Nothing at all in the draft. I mean, absolutely nothing because we have 0 picks. But we did get an extra second. Sorry, 2 extra seconds. We have 2 extra. We have 1 extra third, I guess technically. We have no 5th, an extra 6th and or 7th next year. So maybe next year I'll make some draft picks. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Everybody's making rebuilds where they're showing off the new scouting. Me, on the other hand, I'm wheeling and dealing, man. I'm getting Jalen Ramsey caliber players, 99 overall players, Quentin Nelson on our team. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm about. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. If you put in the work and you put in the hours, you will take what is ours. Alright, let's get into this draft. Alright, let's send to our next pick. Send to our next pick, guys. Alright, day 1's over. Let's send to that next pick. We're getting there, right? We're getting there, guys. Alright, day 2's over. We're almost there. We're going fast. Gotta go fast. Go fast. Go fast. Day 3. Let's go. Give it up for day 3. Alright. Draft's over. Great draft, guys. Really well done this year, scouting department. Awesome job. You told me everything I needed to know about this year's class. Please tell me we didn't have anybody surprise retire. Please. Levante David surprise retires. Wow. I don't know what his overall is now, but that's tough to lose a player like Levante David post-draft. Man. Yeah, let's check out this draft recap, guys. Let's see what we see all what we got. See these overalls. Yeah, so we had no picks, and we got no one. Let's see around the league what was out there to be had. That guy was 77 overall. This was the guy that got hurt at the combine. New left tackle for the Falcons, man. He looks great. And then the Heisman winning quarterback out of Notre Dame, right? Who's wearing number 23 for some horrible, forsaken reason. Terrible. Horrible. I don't know why. Another really good left tackle to the Colts. He's hidden dev, too. Man. Oh, an 81 corner? No way. And he's hidden. Jonathan Dubose. I guess I could have packaged all my picks up for him. I guess I could have, honestly. If I would have known. If I knew, yeah, what I know. Wait, no. If I knew then, what I do now. Yeah, 84 man, 76 zone. He's pretty good, bro. Yeah, he's pretty good. This is like a super insanely souped up version of DiCaprio Boodle. Shout out. And a 78 DT. Another pretty good quarterback. And going to Seattle. Didn't Seattle already take one? I'm pretty sure Seattle already took a pretty high quarterback in this. So they have another one. Yay. Another pretty good corner, David Porter, hidden dev to the Chargers. I wonder if the Rams took one. I wonder if the Rams had many picks. Because we gave them 3 first. Oh, there's an 80 safety that went off the board at 15 too. Mike Parsons. Not to be confused with Micah Parsons. He's only normal dev. I mean, getting Ramsey at X Factor is the thing. Like, he's not going to regress that much. He's currently a 99 already. Texans go with a QB. Sure, why not? The Rams a receiver. The Rams a guard. And the Rams a tight end. So the Rams were like, don't really want corners. They took a left end at 8, who's pretty good. 75 speed rusher, playing left end. Interesting. A receiver, a guard, a tight end. Some linebackers. They didn't even draft a corner. They're like, nah, we don't want Jalen Ramsey, and we don't want any other corners. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Highest player in this class is the corner and the safety. That makes me look kind of bad that I didn't scout at all, but you know what? We got Jalen Ramsey out of it. And we also got Poyer for a year. Next year's class will have some studs in it too, I'm sure. So these tackles look great too. It would have been cool to get one of these really good tackles. I'm curious about some other things like speed. 95. Trio of wide receivers all had 95 speed. Man, to get a 72 receiver in the 4th round with 95 speed out of Alabama, come on. Who missed on him? Why didn't he go earlier? What's up with that? Ooh, the Colts left tackle has the highest awareness rating of anybody. And then there's this guy with a 48. This guy in the 2nd round got drafted with only 57 awareness. Jeez. And then I just want to see the QB's overalls. Sort by position. 76, 72, 74, 74, 75. 5 guys above 72. And then none in the 2nd round. A 62 in the 3rd round. None. 66 isn't too bad. 60. 64. 64 and 59. So all the 1st round QBs had 72 or better. That's pretty good. I wonder if they all had hidden dev. Younger did, and the Seahawks guy did, right? Hutchinson, 23. Why are these guys wearing numbers in the 20s? Is he wearing 23 because he's 23 years old? What is happening? Is this caused because... Oh my gosh, the Chiefs took a quarterback in the first round who's wearing number 31. What universe? And even the Texans, who have Deshaun Watson, who's playing in this, why are they taking a quarterback? Why are the Chiefs taking one when they have Patrick Mahomes? It's not like they're going to trade him for value, like I might. Like, if I took a quarterback when I had Lamar Jackson, I might keep him for a year or two and then trade him for picks. You know? There's just no chance the Kansas City Chiefs draft the quarterback with Patrick Mahomes on their team. There's just no chance. And I'm probably going to get glitched again, so let's just bring this up real quick. I'm waiting for it. Kick me out. Come on, lose connection. You can do it. I need to go. I need to go eat, and I need to go to bed after that. I literally have to eat something. I'm hungry, man. I can't be doing this no more, though. Can't be waiting until 5:30 in the morning. It actually loaded. It actually loaded. Okay. And now I get kicked. No? I'm confused. Alright, well, this part's gone on for about 3 hours. It's time to end it here. We did some interesting things. Some things that maybe weren't the best things to do. But, in the end, we get a 99 overall corner in Jalen Ramsey, who's only 29 with X Factor. So, who's to say that it was a bad move? I don't think you can say it was a bad move. I think the depth trades that we made this year maybe weren't the best. Like trading a first round pick for Jerry and Ely, even though we got future second, third round picks for him. I think for him we just got a future second and him, and then a first round pick for Carlos Basham, but we got a second and a third as well in return. So it's like we got what we wanted, and we got depth down the line in draft picks. We can't be taking 5 first round picks, right, with our current salary cap the way it is, where we're right up against the cap again this year. I mean, look at our team though. This is why. This explains why. We have a very good team that should be competing for the Super Bowl. We should not be losing to a team like the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm curious. Let's just look at the Raiders roster, bro. Like, Josh Jacobs is a beast. Darren Waller's still a beast. Max Crosby's turned into a beast. Those are their 90s. They don't have any other 90s. They got like decent 80s and that idiot. Like Derek Carr's an 80. They got regressing Will Fuller in there. They got a Vic in there. You're telling me this team beat us? Really? Oh, it's because of Jalen Darden, bro. Because he kept being on our team on the practice squad for weeks at a time, or like a week here and there, back and forth. He signed with the Raiders, and he told them all our secrets. So that's how they beat us in the playoffs, by 18 points. That's how they did it. Darn. Ah, man, Jalen, how could you? Oh no, Jalen. He snitched. Like, John Simon's on the team, bro, at 33 years old. Why? Cam McGrone hasn't developed on his at least second team. How did this team beat us, man? Basically, we have the same exact team except for Jalen Ramsey instead of Bryce Callahan. So just look at our team and tell me how we lost to that Raiders team. How? By 18 points. Is it the O-line? Like, in its entirety? Because obviously we have one of the best tackles and the best guard. Is it just the rest of our offensive line isn't so good, so that's why we're losing some games that we should, woulda, coulda won? Is that really why? Like, is that really the reason? I don't know. I don't know. Should be better this year, right? I mean, we just went 13-4, so I don't know, man. Jalen Ramsey's here now. Superstar X Factor. He's better than Marlon Humphrey even. It's pretty dope. We've made some huge acquisitions in this franchise. Jalen Ramsey, Quentin Nelson, Dexter Lawrence. That's kind of it, but those are three gigantic additions. Um, I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau through the draft, you can say him as well. Those are by far our four biggest additions, and three of them are on the defense. We've changed the Dallas Cowboys playbooks. I'm gonna hope that helps us a little bit. Cowboys just went 16-1. Didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but they did go 16-1, and they were number one in offense and defense. We have a better team. We maybe have the best team. We've been trading our draft picks for 99 players. We've been for 99 overall players. We've been signing 99 overall players. We have this amazing team. We need to do better than losing to the Raiders in the first round. We have to. We absolutely have to. And yeah, Jordan Poyer wasn't the best use of a third round pick because we could have kept Chuck Clark. You're right. Everybody's right. Everyone's right. You're right. I could have kept Chuck Clark, and I could have signed Chuck Clark for relatively cheap, and I could have even signed him for like a 3-year deal for pretty cheap. I could have. You're right. You're right. Instead, I had to trade a third round pick for a 33-year-old that I know is only going to be here for 1 year. I know these things. These things are known. I know them. We have a good amount of draft picks still next year. We haven't really given up our value, our, you know, giant bucket of draft picks. We have all our picks in 2026. We're probably not going to make all these picks even. We're probably going to trade some of them down or away or for future picks. So, again, you know, I'm saying this to myself. I don't know if I made all the best moves. Getting Jalen Ramsey was the best move. It really, I mean, there's one other addition that we did in this franchise so far that was as big, and it's literally the other 99 overall player, which is Quentin Nelson. Nelson and Ramsey, and I already said the names. Nelson, Ramsey, Thibodeau, Lawrence. Those are the four giant additions to this team so far. There's Thibodeau as well. I mean, Ely's nice for a backup running back to have, but he's only star, right? Yeah, he's star. Checking. He's not a power back. I mean, getting Tyree Phillips back is cool, but he's not anywhere near the addition. Like, and these two guys too, like Ryan and Johnson, are decent offensive linemen to start of, which is nice to have. And here's the thing, we are right up against the salary cap. So if we had kept Malik Harrison, we probably don't get Jordan Poyer. I guess it's possible if we had re-signed Harrison and Chuck Clark, we maybe come out ahead of where we are right now. Because I think we would have used the same cap space. We would have used more on the linebacker, but less on the safety. Maybe we could have made that work. Oh, you know what? Let's give Overshown a face, by the way. I'm surprised there's no faces with dreads. You know what I mean? Like, there's the generic faces with the caps, you know, where it just looks like there's a shape on their head, like that one, you know. The ones that are the old games faces that don't look real. Like, tell me that's a real person right there. It's not like these guys all look like real people either, especially, but I don't know, man. We got Jalen Ramsey. That should be the takeaway from this episode. That and the fact that we cannot seem to beat a team that's worse than us in the playoffs. Couldn't beat the Browns. Couldn't beat the Raiders. I forget what happened in the first year. But we didn't win the Super Bowl then either, so I don't know, man. It's been a long franchise so far. We're another year in the books. It's been 3 hours now. It's a really good looking team, man. It's been fun to build them up. It's been fun to get these huge additions to the team. My brain is formulating ideas for the thumbnail. Should just be Jalen Ramsey standing with Lamar. I don't know. Can be another, like, who, what'd we do? Something like that, I don't know. It's our only defensive X factor as well. We don't have any other X factors right now, even though we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 superstars. And I didn't even see this, and I haven't mentioned it because I hadn't seen it. Deshaun Elliott's a superstar now. I just now noticed that. That's awesome. That's huge. To have him be a superstar at his contract is kind of nutty, to be honest with you. Our defensive line looks great. Our defense overall, by the way, jumped up 4 points this offseason. Just by having Ramsey in there. So that's pretty good. You know, Overshown, he is a downgrade from Harrison, but it's not that bad. He's about the same coverage. He's not as good of a run stopper, but that's why we have Mobley, who is a better run stopper than a cover guy. So I honestly think we're okay at linebacker. Patrick Queen's a stud. We know that. E3 overall. Really good player. He's not Ray Lewis. Maybe in one particular way that's a good thing. But you know, he's really good. He's still young. He's superstar dev. Great edge rushers. Good interior guys. Poyer, at least star dev. That's something. I love the way the defense looks, man. And the offense, it's almost entirely the same, other than that we have Phillips in there. It's basically the exact same. Ely's the backup running back now instead of Gus Edwards. It's still a star dev running back, about the same overall, so. I love it, man. Oh, Duvernay regressed. Oh, I just saw that, though. Devin Duvernay regressed. That's a bummer. Huh. Well, you know, there's our first example of dev trait regression that we've seen. He had 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns still, and that regressed him from superstar down to star. I mean, that's good third receiver money, I feel like. That's pretty cheap still for his overall. And to be that long of a deal. But I wish he was still superstar, that's for sure. Hopefully we can counteract that with Dobbins going up to superstar this year, because we should be running the ball more. I hope Lamar doesn't lose his X factor, jeez. He's a 99 overall player, he shouldn't. There should be like ratings thresholds that keep guys above losing their dev trait. I forgot that was even on, because I hadn't seen it. That's wild. It's a little funky, but you know. It is what it is, man. I mean, guys in the real NFL, you know, going from Madden to Madden lose their dev. Makes sense. He didn't have... I mean, he still had a good year, but I guess it wasn't... And he is the third receiver on the team. It doesn't really make sense for a team to have 3 superstar receivers or better. I guess I get it. We did lead the league in passing, and he had 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's all I'm gonna... That's what I'll leave it with that. Tough, man. Tough for Devin Duvernay. Honestly, I'd rather have Deshaun Elliott have the superstar. If you let me pick one between the two, I could only have one. I'd take Elliott, but I wish I could have both. That's okay now. I don't think offensive linemen can lose their depth trade. I've never seen that anyway. It's a good defense, man. Poyer, a more veteran safety than Clark. He's, I think, by maybe 4 years, the oldest player on our whole defense. Because Ramsey's 29. The two guys we traded for are the oldest players on our defense. Maybe even our team. Is that wild to say? I don't think that's crazy to say. How old's Ronnie Stanley? He's 30. Those might be the three oldest players on our offense or defense. I guess Quentin Nelson, or no, not Quentin Nelson. I clicked on him and I said his name. I guess Justin Tucker would be older. He's probably like 34. Yeah, I think the three oldest players on our team are Ronnie Stanley, Jalen Ramsey, and Jordan Poyer. And Justin Tucker. How old's Lamar now? Is he 27? Yeah. So he's still got 3 more years where he's not going to regress at all, for sure. And then he's also an X factor, which means his regression will be the slowest it could possibly be, which is awesome. As long as he keeps it. As long as he keeps the X factor. There's Tucker. How old is he? He is also, yeah, he's 34. So he's the oldest player on the team. Then Poyer, then Stanley, and then Ramsey. There you go. I don't know, man. I like our team even more this year with Ramsey. I think it elevates that secondary a ton. I mean, you got Marlon Humphrey to deal with as your number 2 receivers. That's hard. That's hard to go against a guy that good as a number 2 receiver. And we still have Marcus Peters as our 3rd guy. We were able to bring him back for only $8 million. He'll be our nickel. It's a pretty good team, man. I can't wait to lose in the first round of the playoffs next year. Maybe we'll get a bye and then lose. Who knows? Alright. It was a fun year. 2023 in the books. We'll be ready for 2024 next stream. Next time, I'll probably start a little earlier, unless I do my NASCAR stream again. And hopefully I'll eat. Maybe I'll eat on stream. Who knows? Maybe I'll watch a preseason game while I eat. That'll be fun content. Alright, till next time. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Mullet, in advance, thanks for the thumbnail. Appreciate it. Rip stream is a good one. See you in the next one.